This week, we have a very, very special episode of the Sports IQ Showdowns where we have the co-creators of DraftParty.net, the place in which we play our Sports IQ Showdowns, going against each other in the ultimate battle of trivia minds. Who comes out on top here? Let's find out. Welcome to the Sports IQ Trivia Showdown 4, episode number 12, where, like I said, the co-creators of DraftParty.net are going against each other in various sports in a series of 3 quizzes. We're back after a week off as we prepare for the mega NFL trivia bracket between 16 of your favorite betting content creators here as part of the Hammer Betting Network. We have 16 seeds in a single elimination format to determine the ultimate NFL trivia mind in the Hammer Betting Network. So stay tuned for that by subscribing to the channel. But in the meantime, drop a like if you enjoyed this one. Let's meet our participants. As I mentioned, we have the co-creators of DraftParty.net. We have David and John here joining us. How are you feeling ahead of this one? I know you're a fan, you watch the show a lot, but how are you feeling being on the show for the very first time?
I'm super pumped when you reached out to ask if we wanted to be on. I mean, like, I'm a little bit older than a lot of your experts on the show, so I feel like my knowledge extends a little bit further back than them. So I was very pumped when you asked us to be a part of it.
And we'll flip over to John underneath here. And how are you feeling ahead of this one? And what are your confidence levels going into these 3 quizzes?
Dave's a pretty smart guy. He probably has me on most sports except for hockey. But as you can tell by the jersey in his background, his hockey knowledge is pretty, I don't know if I can swear, but pretty shit probably. And I'm not too stressed because I know I can't do worse than at least one of that Zach guy.
It was gut pick, and I'm not doing it to myself again. Michael Pekka.
Switching up the strategy. Going with the gut. Is it the winning selection? No.
Oh, no. Okay.
I'm sorry.
There's no way.
Was the Michael Pekka answer?
Yes. So the bar is pretty low for bombing. So yeah. Dave's a pretty smart guy. But I think I can take him down.
Okay, well, this is great. Let's get right into that very first quiz here and put their knowledge to the test. So we are going to be going with an NHL quiz to start ourselves off. And they were talking a little bit behind the scenes. They've never actually gone up against each other in a Sports IQ Showdown or in the Draft Party website in any way whatsoever. They've done some test runs, of course, behind the scenes, but never an official bout. So bragging rights are certainly going to be on the line between these 2 creators. How this works, obviously, you see 25 possible answers here. This is not necessarily the top 25. You have to try and rank them as best you can. If you find the first seed in your answer, you get 25 points. If you find the 25th seed, which you do not want, you get 1 point, and increments of 1 point to go in the middle of all of that. Rack up the most points, and you are the winner of the round. 4 answers each in a snake draft format. Best 2 out of 3. We are starting with John just by the luck of the draw, and you've had some time here. Who is going to be the first overall selection in this quiz of which players the most playoff points from the 2003-2004 season through to the 2022-2023 season?
Okay, I have it my top 3 or 4. I don't see any Leafs for some reason, so I guess I'll have to go with Sid.
Oh, truly a mystery how we don't have any Leafs in playoff points the last 20 years, but that's okay. We go with Sidney Crosby. And Sid the Kid, been around a long time, the number 1 seed.
Goes for the Ginla. And Ginla Sidney Crosby, the golden goal.
But David, you have 2 chances here now to get back some points here, but excellent start for John.
After that layup, I have to pick from the board. That sucks. I think the Kings had 2 runs in there, so I'm going to go with, but then they sucked a lot of it. I'll go with Kopitar.
Going with Anze Kopitar. Did have a couple of those great runs, as you said. Is it enough? It is 9th on the list. 17 points there. So
I shouldn't have said that.
not a lot of room for error for this next pick here, but you get to go.
That's like Michael Pekka bad. I don't know.
Maybe not quite that bad.
Okay, well, we got to go. I got to go Joe Thornton because the Sharks had some pretty deep runs there and they're consistent in the playoffs. So
A lot of longevity there. Joe Thornton. Jumbo
Yeah,
Joe
there you
is
go.
number 2.
So open.
And he
your
doesn't
layup
fall
was 100
this spot
points
here,
more,
but-
John.
Big difference. Wow, big gap from the number 1 and number 2 seed here. That's how it can happen. But John, 2 picks here to try and bolster your advantage.
Well, I thought if you somehow missed, because it was a little while ago that Thornton was scoring in the playoffs, so I thought he might sneak through, and that would be the end of that. Oh, okay, that does make it a little trickier. Oh, I feel like there's a lot of bombs out here. This could be bad. I'm going to go Henrik Sedin.
Okay, Henrik Sedin. Obviously, there was a really good run involved, but is there enough overall? And it is not. 16th on the list, 10 points. So we're back to an even playing field here. And this is one of those quizzes where it's a very, very short margin for error. 16th seed was 66 points. 9th seed was 77 points. So it's going to be very, very tight windows here.
I was going to pick him, so I'm glad you did.
Okay, that does make me feel better. Thank you for saying that. Pavel Datsyuk.
Yeah.
Okay, Pavel Datsyuk. I like the pick. A lot of great runs with Detroit. He's 4th on the list with 107 points. So good pick. 1 pick extra. You're up by 16 points. We go to David for your final 2 picks of round 1.
So Datsyuk had 107. I feel like Chris Letang, he was part of Sydney's run, so he's got I know he's D-man, but he's got to have a bunch of points.
A very offensive-minded defenseman. Where does he end up? He's 6th on the list. So solid pick, 90 points there. And you have another pick as well. Final pick each. And David, you can end this one with the 3 seed here.
Ooh. You know, I would love to end it with the homer pick, but I don't think old Leon has enough there to get.
Not a real fan, not a true fan, I guess.
I'm gonna go Jonathan Marchessault.
Okay.
Yes.
To what you know.
Terrible? Is it a bad pick? Come on.
I'm not confident it's going to go well. But 13th on the list for 13 points.
I should not have said that.
Okay, I thought it could have been worse.
Yeah.
You do have the advantage here, and we go to John for his final selection here. You require 17 points to tie and 18 obviously to move ahead. Let's see what you can find with the final pick of round number 1.
Okay, well, Thornton was 2nd, and I think this guy was around for most of the fun times. So I'm going to go with Brett Burns.
Okay, Brent Burns. Maybe the latter end of that time with Thornton, but still, is this enough to take round 1? And
I shouldn't have said that.
it is not enough. It is also 13 points. The opportunity was there, but David ekes out round 1 by a 4-point margin. He has the stranglehold before round number 2. So for the second quiz, we do move to MLB, and we're going with the choose a player with the most regular season home runs from the last 10 years, not including this season that is currently ongoing. Since it is a best 2 out of 3, John does need to come out on top in this quiz to force that round number 3. But it is David who is in the leadoff spot. And what are you going to pick with your first selection?
Man, my baseball knowledge is like atrocious, so this is going to be bad. Our buddy Dana will make fun of me for this big time. But I'm going to... I know Ryan Howard was a big home run hitter, for a period of time, so I'm going to go with him.
All right, Ryan Howard, I believe with the Phillies, he was racking up home runs, and I think the gap was small, though, that he did that. Let's see what it ends up as. It is not the pick we were looking for.
This is unbelievable.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
that is the worst leadoff we have ever had in 12 editions of the Sports IQ Showdown. I'm sorry to say. John, all the opportunity in the world to get out in front here. Where are you going to go?
I got to go with, our guys, Canadians. I'll take Jose Batista.
Okay, I mean, yeah, he racked up probably more than 96 in 2 seasons out of this range. He'll be higher than Ryan Howard, and he is number 4
The 1-1 from Tyson. Batista with a drive. Deep left field. No doubt about it.
on the list with 188. So a small gap. I mean,
Whoa.
considering it's 4 to 24,
Yeah.
it's not a massive gap. It is about 90 home runs of difference. So this opportunity for some poor picks here.
Here's what I like is like about this is you don't need to be an expert.
Supreme ball knowledge. Supreme ball knowledge and luck.
I think there might be a spelling mistake. Am I allowed to confirm that this is the same player I'm thinking of or not? I'm going to give this away. Is this Chris Davis, the Baltimore Chris Davis, that's still Baltimore's highest paid player, even though he's retired?
You are the draft party creators.
Yeah.
It's your responsibility here.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it up to your discretion.
Who
I'm
spell
going
checks this
to
shit?
go Chris Davis.
I can confirm it is not the Chris Davis that had one good year, potentially fueled by performance-enhancing products. It is a different Chris Davis, but he is third on the list with 221.
I
23
love Chris
points.
Davis with a K. I love Chris Davis.
That's how it can go down sometimes.
Yes.
Let's go to David for your 2 picks here.
Wow.
I'm not sure you have much hope, but maybe find 1 and 2 here.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna go with. I feel like I at least know of him, and I'm gonna go with instead of the Howard, the Hayward. Let's go with Jason Hayward.
Okay, Jason Hayward. I'm not the biggest baseball guy. I've heard of him, so must be decent.
Terrible.
It's
Yeah.
not. 17th position here, 9 points. It is looking like we will have a third round, but nonetheless, play this one out because you really never know. What is your next pick?
We'll go. I don't know. JD Martinez. I feel like he hit some home runs.
Okay, JD Martinez is first on the list.
Wow. What do you know?
There you go, 276. You have made an extra pick and are still behind by 9 points. That's okay. Let's see if John can bring it home here.
Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger, where can we slot him in overall? He's 11th on the list. You don't need the world here. You don't need the world at all. In fact, I think that that will already do it with 1 pick remaining. Let's play it out. Let's see if you're interested to see where somebody ends up. Feel free to go, but this quiz is already over.
Let's go with, I guess he's pretty recent. I kind of want to pick, it's already over, so I'm going to pick him because I love this guy. I got to go with Smokey, Justin Smoke.
Okay, we're going with the homer pick here, and he is 5th on the list, racked up a bunch with the Blue Jays. And why not, David? Give us your last pick.
You know, I'm going to go, I think I'll go with Max Kepler just to see where he's at.
All right, Max Kepler, and he is 16th on the list. So you saved the worst pick for first, got it out of the way. This is what we got, the number 2 seed that we were looking for overall, Eugenio Suarez. And in the background, just because I felt like trying to figure out where Baltimore's Chris Davis would end up, and he actually would have ended up as the 2 seed on this list. So regardless, if you see Chris Davis in a home run contest, whichever one it is, you're likely to do pretty well. But let's go into now the final quiz here in sudden death. This is one where both creators feel as though they have a bit of a more even playing ground on the NFL. And once again, on the Hammers, who are prepping for the ultimate bracket competition between your favorite sports betting content creators here. 15 weeks of NFL trivia contest between, again, some of the best creators the Hammer HQ has to offer. But let's flip back to our draft party co-creators here. And it's David that leads off here in the most important quiz these two maybe have ever done, with bragging rights on the line between themselves and their friends. Who is the first selection in choose the earliest regular season NFL MVP winners?
You know, I think I'm going to have to go. I'm not 100% sure on this, but I know it's going to be a great pick. I'm going to go with Kurt Warner.
Kurt,
the first guy.
In the first slot. Where does he end up? He is first. 1999 MVP. Great selection to get ourselves started here. So, John, bit of pressure now here. Where are you going to go for the second pick?
I'm in a lot of trouble here. Let's go with Marshall Falk.
Okay,
Yeah,
Marshall
that's a good
Falk.
pick.
He ends up in the 2 spot. Excellent start for both of you, 1 year apart. And that is 24 points for yourself and an opportunity here with your third pick in the back-to-back slot.
Let's go with LaDainian Tomlinson.
Okay, think this will be a solid pick.
Yeah.
And he ends up 2006 in 9th place, 17 points. So not the worst you could have done, but obviously the door is slightly ajar here for David, who has back-to-back picks in the middle of the quiz.
Oh man. Okay. I think you left this open for me a bit, John. I'm gonna go Kurt Warner the second time. Definitely think it was before 2006.
I would also agree with that, and you are correct. It is 2001, so it's number 3 on the list. 23 points. You have the 7-point advantage with 2 more picks remaining each.
You know what? I'm gonna go Rich Gannon. Let's go Rich Gannon.
Okay, Rich Gannon switching up, maybe leaving
Raiders.
a little bit of info out there, but it doesn't matter because Rich Gannon is the best available. 4th, and he is 22 points added on over there. So, John, you're going to need a big heave here. Maybe you can find both of the 5 seeds.
I haven't really heard of this guy, so I'm just going to assume that it was a while ago. Steve McNair.
That's my exact thought process of why I would have gone for him here, and it proves worthy. 2003 slot, Steve McNair gives you 21 points. So, John, it is you again. Your final selection, and you are 8 points away. So not impossible here, but let's see what you come up with.
Yeah, I got to put some pressure on Dave. I guess I'll go Peyton Manning.
Okay, Peyton Manning, I'm assuming you don't need to tell me the first time.
I'm
But
gonna
Peyton
go
Manning,
of
course. Peyton Manning, the first time to put the pressure on, and he is the equal to the 5th seed. So he's also 21 points, the best that you could have done given the circumstance. But it is the final selection of Sports IQ Showdown, number 12. Is it the winning selection?
You know what? I was waffling on him before, but I have a Sean Alexander jersey. Won it at a bar when I was just starting out in my career. So I'm going to go with Sean Alexander. It's got to be somewhere around the 2006.
I feel like that was his peak era with the Seahawks, and I feel like you're on the right track here. But is this the winning pick to win Sports IQ Showdown number 12 and claim the precious bragging rights amongst the Draft Party co-creators? And it is. It is not the best available, but it is enough. 18 points, and that separates the creators by 5 overall. The best available at number 7 was Peyton Manning the second time, but nonetheless, David is the winner of Sports IQ Showdown number 12. Let's get to our final screen to wrap everything up. All right, I appreciate both of you coming on to the show today. I know you guys been watching diligently, but what can creators or what can users expect to get at a draft party going forward? What are some new things you want to bring to this site to add to the excitement, and just any words you have about draft party?
So we're super pumped because we started this a year ago or a year and a half ago. Well, actually 2 years ago, but the site launched a year and a half ago, and it's more of a passion project for us. We just wanted to make trivia as accessible as possible and make it unique each time. And we love it. We love playing it, and we love sharing it with the world out there. We do have some pretty exciting things coming up. We do have some accounts that are soon going to be happening on our site where we'll have daily leaderboards and quizzes that will be put out, and you can play within groups. We also have the ability to create your own leaderboard if you want with you and your friends. So we have, you can check out the site, and there's a section where you can request the demo and have that, give that a go. And so we're just really excited to be partnered with you guys, and really proud to be have you guys using our quiz on your show.
And flip over to John. Any words you want to add to that?
First of all, I just want to say how stupid I feel for not picking Kurt Warner second when I know he had a 5-year career of when he was good. I don't know how I missed that. Yeah, I love seeing the way you guys are doing this. We're just a couple regular guys. We're not some big company. And like that quiz we just did, NFL. I barely know NFL, but I could compete. And that's what makes it, we think makes it a good game. So yeah, we have lots of stuff coming up. We hope people visit the site. It's free. You just check it out, draftparty.net. And we have some for everybody, including lots of non-sports stuff. But, Stone, I thought I could get you, but I blew it. I absolutely blew it. So my apologies to Zach. It's harder than I thought it would be.
Oh, and one more thing, Jacob, if I could add.
Yeah, of course.
An app coming out in the new year. So you'll be able to
very
play Draft
excited.
Party on your phone. Yeah.
Very excited for all these great features coming to Draft Party. But visit draftparty.net to take on any quizzes. Again, it goes beyond just sports. Go to the link in the description to play any of the quizzes that they just participated in. Get yourself ready for the NFL bracket, the mega bracket that we have coming here with the Hammer HQ's best betting creators in the future by subscribing to the channel. Drop a like if you did enjoy. And I have to say, with the way that we are going right now, we have the overall standings of the Sports IQ Showdown. David, you're going to be immortalized as a 1-0 player for a very long time here. Unfortunately for John, you're going to be immortalized as an 0-1 player for a very long time. We'll see how long you stick down there near the bottom of the list. But that is it. Thank you again, everybody. We'll see you again next week for more as we kick off, hopefully, the NFL Trivia Special.